Hey Astros fans, welcome to today's edition of Extra Innings, the Astros Fans UK next day recap on Astros ball games. Game 56, Astros 3, Rays 13. Let's get straight into the big talking points from a chastening late disintegration to start the series at home with 3 up, 3 down. 3 up. Leading off, Yainer Diaz's bat. Yainer struggled with controlling the Rays' running game from behind home plate, but it was his crushed 430-foot homer over dead center that got us on the board in this one and back into the game. Really want to see Yainer keep delivering as an offensive threat. Up second, Jose Altuve stays hot. The little boss blasted a game-tying homer in the sixth that, at the time, felt like a turning point in this one. Sadly, it didn't prove to be that, but it did keep Altuve red hot in this homestand with the bat, this being his 5th homer from it. Up third, Mauricio Dubon. M-Dub drove in a run of his own to cut the deficit to 2-3, plus made an athletic play earlier in the game on a throw to home to limit the damage when things could have spiraled. Dubon isn't perfect, but is an incredibly useful player to have at our disposal. 3 down. First out, Brian King's nightmare 7th inning. The King of Kings had by far his worst outing of the year at the worst possible time and unfortunately cost us this game, as after we had worked so hard to come back from an early 0-3 deficit to tie it in the 6th, King was off from his very first pitch, way off the plate inside. He couldn't put away any of the Rays hitters, gave the lead back and eventually dropped a damaging 5-run clunker. It was such a shame as King has been brilliant this season. The big test now is how he responds to such a setback in his next outing. Second out, Ryan Gusto's short start. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to kick on from his initial outings and laboured through 3 2/3 innings on 83 pitches here, as he paid the price for leadoff walks and deep counts. Run-wise, he did very well to hold the Rays to just 3, but with our pitching numbers ever depleting through injury, not being able to pitch at least 5 innings as a minimum places an enormous degree of pressure on both our bullpen to carry the load and our elite arms of Hunter Brown and Framber Valdez to give us length in their starts. It's harsh, but we really need to get more out of Gusto. Third out, Forrest Whitley. The game had already gone after King's outing, but sadly Whitley came in and just dissolved on the mound, with the Rays hitters taking him to pieces and the game way out of sight. A couple of extra points to finish on. Fundamentally flawed, with giving up 6 walks, 3 of those lead off, failing to control the running game as the Rays stole 5 bases, mostly to the lightning Chandler Simpson to be fair, and some poor defensive decisions made. We didn't get the fundamentals right in this game. And can't win them all. Yes, it would have been preferable to extend the winning streak beyond 4 games. I mean, even the Angels had an 8-game win streak. But the truth is, we've been really good at home and it's impossible to be flawless. Start a new streak tonight. That's it for today's Extra Innings, the next day recap. Let me know your takes on the loss in the comments. Make sure you're following at AstrosFansUK on all platforms, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the next edition of Extra Innings. Go Stros!